Okay, so this is a WildTop Truck Cap that I got in, and thought it might be helpful. I was looking around and I didn't really see any videos showing how the final installation looks, and I thought the instruction manual was pretty lacking. So I thought this might save somebody else from a lot of headache. So I'm just going to go over kind of how the frame is built and what it should look like when it's all said and done. I just put mine on. So you can see I have a 2023 Ford F-150, and this is the SuperCrew. So it's got the 5.5 foot bed, but it's probably same installation all around. So if you look down here at the bottom, this is, you're going to take this piece, which is the single piece, and it actually rests on top, and then there's this additional side piece here that clamps on from the outside. And so on this Ford, you can get to the back side of this one pretty easily, but back here this one's covered. This is part of the metal bed, so you drill a little hole here, you put this sleeve in, and then you tighten this inside bolt up, and it kind of expands as it goes and locks it in. But all the rest of these bolts just go in, you know, from the outside up to here. And then the same thing up here at the top. And so you're going to have the single piece right here, and then you're going to have this additional piece that bolts here. This actually goes to the ladder rack up on top, and I'll show you that in a minute. One thing you're going to do is you're going to take the included Velcro, and it goes on the back side here. And as you can see, I started the canvas is going to lay over the top, and then it's going to Velcro all the way across. And so from the inside, the only thing that I did was, these magnets are awesome, but you know, they don't actually stick. So what happens is, you know, you can attach them here, but I didn't like this hanging down in my line of sight. So the only thing I did was I added a little stick-on steel plate here, and so that sticks to that, and then this sticks to that, and now it's completely out of my way. And I did that on both sides. These little frames here, you can possibly see right here, this little piece rests on top, and then these side pieces sit in here, and you screw those in with the little black screws. Let me pop this back on. For my spacing, coming off of, so this is the cab side here. So coming off of the back of this little piece here, let me hook my tape. I made a mark at 1 foot, roughly 28 inches or so. Doesn't have to be exact. This one's at 44. And then the back one here is at 58. And I just did that on both sides. And that allowed me, you know, to get my bar spacing done so that I could put the bars in. And so you can see here, you know, these bowed, of course the bow goes up instead of down to hold this nice and tight. And you can see here on the back side what it looks like. So again, you have the single piece that goes here, and then this additional kind of angle piece that goes here, and you can see how it flares out. And so the cross piece goes to the back, and I added, you know, a little steel plate here as well to help these get out of the way, but these just snap on. And then I'll show you how the cross members go. So I did mine just a little bit different because I wanted to be able to take this off easily. And so what I did on both sides is, the way this works is you get the frame assembled, then you put the canvas over the top of it, and there's a little hole underneath here. In the box, you're going to have this square rubber washer that goes here, and then this piece goes, and then this piece goes on top. Beforehand, I had the bolt going down through here, but I actually went up through the bottom, because if I ever wanted to take this off or do any maintenance on it, this is so much easier. You might not like the look, but that's okay. You can do it however you want to do it. I actually upgraded these bolts, got a little bit stiffer bolt. And one thing that I did is I put a washer, obviously, on the underside here where it meets the actual frame. And then the bolt runs up through here, and right underneath this washer, I put a little rubber washer just to make sure no water got in there. And then I added a washer and then a wing nut, obviously, to make all that tighten up. So, you know, in my truck, this is fresh out of the box. They actually, the folks at at WildTop. They were very nice. My initial one, it covered up my rear view camera, and so they actually made me a brand new top that was engineered to fit that, and so that was really kind of them. So I've had this now, even my original cover, I've had it for a few months. I just got my new cover in, which is why I made this video. And one other thing I wanted to show you is when you look at the side, let me get down off this ladder. When you look at the side of this, you just want to make sure that your post, the Velcro here, the long Velcro piece is to the rear on both sides. And then on the front here, there is a piece that has a shorter piece of Velcro. Let me get it undone here. So this shorter piece of Velcro here, this is the cab side, and it faces out. Because what you have is you have on the back side, this piece of Velcro mates up with that, and then this obviously goes down. You're gonna have a couple of these pieces of metal tubing. Those pieces of metal tubing actually go down through here. It just sits in there. And so you've got two long ones for either side, and then you got a short one that fits into the receiver on the backhand side. But that was the thing that I was trying to figure out, is where these Velcro pieces go. So remember, the long piece of Velcro goes facing outward on the tailgate side, and that way it mates up with this long piece of Velcro when it's all said and done. But otherwise, I mean, this has been a great cover. I've enjoyed it, and I hope this saves somebody a little bit of heartache and headache as you're putting it on.